Put my arm around, show you how strong I am. I put my arm around, show you I'm unstoppable. I'm a force that nobody I'm invincible. I win every single game. I'm so powerful. I don't need
All right, we're back. The matriarchs of fandom. We are down 2 ladies. So Miss Liz, first lady of fandom. I hope whatever it is that you're doing, that you're all right. And of course, we have Miss Una. She's feeling under the weather. So again, she's our big horror fanatic. I hope she's feeling well as well. But I have the head of the table, Miss Lady Gray. I have my Nightmare Before Christmas and Lego expert, Miss Abigail Garrett. And of course, I have you're still my chief medical officer, Miss Maria, and our Klingon fandom lady, Miss Patricia. All right, ladies. I've got Takar here with me because, the last couple of episodes, you guys kind of really took me to the ringer, so to speak, and really kind of I was not expecting some of the responses I was getting. So let's talk about the Halloween movies that you ladies love, that you like, that you really wanted to go over. We have a fantastic list of movies that some of you were talking about. And since Disney has released Hocus Pocus 2, what are your thoughts on Hocus Pocus 1? And of course, now that they've made a sequel. So we're going to start with the head of the table. Lady Gray, your thoughts on Hocus Pocus?
I mean, Hocus Pocus 1, the original is just so iconic. I mean, that's one I could watch over and over and over again. Hocus Pocus 2, I've heard it's gotten a lot of bad reviews. I don't think it was awful. It was definitely more a made-for-TV movie. I would have been disappointed if I'd have gone to see it in the movie theater. It wasn't bad. I don't know that I would watch it again. I felt that some of the characters were lacking. You had the 3 original witches, but that was it. You didn't have any of the other characters, and you didn't have Binks. How can you have Hocus Pocus without Binks?
You had Billy.
Yeah, Billy was there.
All right, Miss Abigail, your thoughts on it?
I really liked the first movie. I had high hopes for the second movie, but I thought it was good. It wasn't great. I don't think they did a singing performance like they did in the first one, which was kind of cool. And if you caught some of the people in the audience's costumes, they were costumes from the original movie. So that was kind of cool. Like who can you spot? Who can you see? But the movie itself it was dry. It was flat. It wasn't enough adventure. It wasn't enough stuff going on. I mean, it did a flashback to when they were kids. I don't want to spoil if you haven't seen it, but it spent too much time there, I thought, and not enough time with the current kids and them doing all this adventure-y, because there's several scenes in the first movie that are just about the kids and what the kids are doing and them fighting against the sisters, and there just wasn't that in this movie. It's one little scene and they're like, oh, let's, and that was it. So I don't know, it just it was flat to me.
Oh, okay. Miss Maria?
Well, I love the first one.
The second one I don't get to see till this weekend. I haven't seen it yet. Now I don't know if I want to go see it.
It's worth seeing. It is. It's worth seeing. If you like the original, it's not bad.
Okay.
My daughter has Disney Plus. We're going to her house this weekend to watch it with the grandkids.
Oh yeah.
That'll be good. The kids will like it.
But the first one was great.
Okay.
All the fighting and chasing around.
Yeah.
They kept it going.
I like the scene where they thought that Frank Marshall was the devil. I I really enjoyed that one, and seeing I forget her name because I think aren't they?
Yeah, Penny Marshall.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're married.
I loved seeing
They're
her.
actually brother and sister in real life.
I thought they were
Okay.
brother and sister.
Yeah, they're brother and sister in
Okay.
real life.
Yeah. Just seeing her because I grew up on Laverne and Shirley, so when I see her, Miss Patricia, what did you think?
It was a cute, campy movie. Not as in depth or as detailed as the first one, but it's good for a treat.
Oh, okay. All right. That's kind of short and sweet to the point, I guess. Okay. All right. Okay. Um. Oh no, we're not going to do that view. We're going to stay with this one. So we had a lot of different movies, and not all of them are. They have that horror theme, I guess, going through them. So let's start with something that I think that everybody would like. Let's go with Practical Magic. And your thoughts on that one. And I'm going to start with you, Miss Maria.
Never seen it.
Oh.
Remember, I used to be a workaholic.
Okay. All right. Miss Patricia?
It is a wonderfully told tale of two sisters who are orphaned young and how they grew up. And then one of them has two children and she takes them back to her aunts, and the aunts teach the little ones magic. And there's a happily ever after ending for Sally. And Julie, well, she's the wild card. She gets into a lot of trouble. It's a good show, good movie.
It's been so long since I've seen it, but I mean, the idea of the whole midnight margaritas, you can't go wrong with that. The idea of the ladies getting together and just having midnight margaritas, just to me, their relationship is the sisters and with their aunts and all is what is really magical about it.
All right. Miss Abigail?
Yeah, definitely. Just their bonding from being young and then being older. Just that's what makes the movie. But I haven't seen it in I don't even know how long. I know that I made the girls watch it, because they're sisters. So I kind of it kind of does, it's a good movie to watch with sisters. So I made them watch it, but I haven't seen it in a while.
Okay, well, what about The Craft? As I go kind of darker into this magical witchy thing. I remember seeing it and uh, thinking that it was groundbreaking because you had these girls, these group of girls. They were all kind of outcasts in their own right, and then they get this power, and things happen, jealousy ensues, and then certain things happen. What was well? Has everybody seen it? All right, Miss Maria, I am going to skip over you with the question part since you haven't seen it.
I'm sorry. I worked 2 full-time jobs for the longest time.
It's no problem. It's no problem. I know your expertise in the Trek world, so don't worry about it. We'll get to that soon enough. Lady Gray?
I think it was so relatable because they were outcasts. Because I mean, who doesn't feel like an outcast at some point, especially high school? High school is just hard for so many people. And, when you see the mean girls kind of getting theirs, you kind of have a little bit of, yeah. But I think my favorite line in the whole movie is when they get off the bus and the bus driver goes, "You girls need to watch out. There's some weirdos out there." And she turns to him and says, "Mister, we're the weirdos."
Yeah, I did like that. I did like that. All right, Miss Abigail.
It came out the year I graduated high school, but I didn't like it. So I'm probably one of the few that just I don't know. I thought it was boring.
Oh,
It just wasn't. It wasn't something I liked. I don't know.
Okay, Miss Patricia.
It was an intriguing movie. It's got its ups and downs. I think special effects were pretty good, and that's about that's about it.
All right, Dakar, you have the next movie, sir.
Well, let's take this back to childhood. Seeing as, Miss Abigail said she graduated when that movie came out. I'm a little older than that, but let's go back to youth and say Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. Start with Miss Gray.
Could you hear him, ladies?
No.
Oh, they couldn't hear you.
Oh.
Oh, okay. So he wanted to take us back to the youth, to your youth, and he said the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. Now, okay. Now we got a full house. We got a full house here in the car.
I win.
And you wanted to start with Lady Gray, correct?
Yes, sir.
Lady Gray, your take on the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown.
I mean, it's a classic. I mean, what's not to say? I know it's kind of a running joke with us, whenever we're disappointed, they say, "How is your day?" We'll say, "I got a rock." And, it sums it up, when sometimes it just life sucks. I got a rock.
Yeah. Oh, okay, Dakar. Who's next?
Let's go, Miss Marie.
Oh, Miss Maria. The Great Pumpkin Charlie.
It.
You loved it. What did you love about it?
The whole movie. Charlie Brown is great. I love all his movies, even the scary ones.
Wait a minute.
There was a scary Charlie Brown?
Yeah, which scary Charlie Brown movie were you talking about?
Any of them. He's had so many movies. I love all his movies.
Well, there you go. We'll go with Miss Patricia next.
He gets him every time.
Lucy in that damn football, right?
Yeah,
All right,
right.
Miss Patricia, Wyatt points you out next.
Oh, I'll be glad to go sit in a pumpkin patch with any of you. Wait for the great pumpkin.
There you go.
Good show.
Last but not least, Miss Abigail, the Great Pumpkin.
It's a classic. You gotta watch it, even if like all my kids are grown, and we still sit and watch it. So
Mhm.
Well, there you go. Well, why don't we talk cosplay for a second then?
Cosplay, ladies, cosplay.
What Halloween character would you cosplay, and why?
Oh, what cosplay would you do, Halloween wise, and why? And Dakar, who are we starting off with?
Well, let's go with Abigail because I like picking on her.
He likes picking on you, Abigail. He wants you to go.
what does he mean by? Does he just mean cosplay? Because I've done like, I mean, this Halloween we're going as pirates, but that's not really cosplay. Other than I think we're doing some sort of I think we're doing some sort of horror movie thing at some point this Halloween, but we haven't decided yet. So,
Also,
but
aren't you guys doing the whole block thing? For your immediate neighborhood and everything. You guys are
we're dressing as pirates this year. So,
okay, all right. So,
but I've done Joker before. I've done a couple of different cosplays, but never at Halloween. Halloween, I always just try to make it fun and lighthearted. Either I go as like something simple like a witch, this year we're doing pirates. Last year I went as like a rainbow clown. So we don't really cosplay for Halloween.
Who's next, Dakar?
Let's go Miss Marie, and then we'll go to Patricia.
All right. Miss Marie, what would you like to do for your costume for Halloween? If you so chose to do so.
Me?
Yes, ma'am, Miss Maria, you.
I want to be Dracula.
Wow.
Okay.
I think he's cool.
Oh, okay. All right. Miss
I want to
Patricia,
go
ahead.
scare all the adults.
There you go.
Not the kids, the adults.
Miss Patricia.
Well, I've gone as a gypsy before, a belly dancer, a Renaissance lady, a pirate. I got enough garb that I can go in any direction. So,
All right. And Lady Gray.
Well, unless I get to sewing, I'm going to be my pink Jedi again, just because that's the only one that fits my fat butt right now. But I have the fabric for my white Jedi cosplay that I'm going to do for the Jedi group. I've also got an Agatha Harkness costume in the works. I'm sure I'll circle back to that one when her show comes out. So either that or something Harry Potter. Go as my Hufflepunk again.
Very nice. Very nice. Wow. So we have pirates and multiple things here, a Jedi and someone who wants to scare adults. Woo. All right, ladies. As I look over at the list, we cannot forget, and since the card took us this way, we cannot forget one of the most epic paranormal teams to ever grace the small screen and the big screen, Scooby-Doo and the gang. Let's explore Scooby-Doo and the gang. Let's start off with, what's your favorite character in Scooby-Doo? And I'm going to start with Miss Abigail.
I don't know. Do I have a favorite? I like Shaggy. I would think is my favorite,
Shaggy.
just in general.
Uh-oh. Why are we not? Okay, so we have a question. So you like Shaggy, and I'm going to get to this question. It didn't pop up on my comment board, which is weird, but we're going to get to this question. Miss Lady Gray, your favorite character out of Scooby and the gang?
Got to be Velma. She's the brains behind the whole thing. And I forgot about that. Velma's one that I've kind of always wanted to cosplay as well. I've been told several times that I would make a good Velma. So I may do that at some point too.
Not to get too political. have you guys heard what they're doing to Thelma?
No, what are they doing now?
They already did it. It's in the new cartoon. They gave her a girlfriend and made her gay.
I think I did see that.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay.
No, let's not.
I'm okay with that.
So, Miss Maria, your favorite Scooby-Doo character?
Scooby.
And why?
Because he's got 4 legs and he can run faster than all of them. And at the end, he gets all the food.
Miss Patricia?
I would probably go with Lady Gray and say Velma. She's got brains and beauty.
All right. Solid. Now we have a question from Big L. Which Halloween or horror movie that you'll never watch again because it popped up now. That's weird. It didn't pop up before, but now here it is. Which Halloween movie or horror movie did you watch that scared you so bad that you'll never watch it again? Let me start.
Easy.
Oh, Miss Maria. All right, Miss Maria, go ahead. Go for it.
Hellraiser.
Which one? The first one?
I don't care any of them. I watched the first one and I ain't watched none since. Give you nightmares. Nope. It's worse than Freddy Krueger.
Miss Lady Gray?
Horror movies don't really tend to scare me. So none of them are ones I would never watch again. More the true life movies, like what was that one, Braveheart with Mel Gibson? I watched it once. I was glad I watched it, but I never wanted to watch it again because of the torture scene.
Yeah.
At the very end, that gave me more nightmares than any horror movie I've ever seen.
Okay. Miss Patricia?
Signs with Mel Gibson. Watched it once, that's enough. I watch it in the daytime too.
All right, Miss Abigail, let's bring us home. What is the movie that scared you so much that you will not watch it again?
You know, I've been sitting here this whole time racking my brain, and I can't think of anything that I haven't seen more than once. So, um, my daughter loves horror movies, so they're kind of always playing in my house at any given point. So I think I've seen everything more than once.
All right, I'm gonna tell you guys something kind of sick. My wife loves horror movies, and we rented The Hills Have Eyes. And there's this scene where this female soldier, gets attacked and is violated. My wife is like, you were stupid for going in there. You knew what was going to happen, you being a female. And I turned with this look with my mouth open. And I'm looking at her and she's like, she's a soldier. She should known better. And I'm just looking at her dumbfounded by her answer. Because over here, when a horror movie drops, we have to go to the theater to see it. And I hate them. I do not like horror movies. I'm not a big fan, which is kind of weird because I watch all the paranormal shows. But going to the movies to see these films, I'm always like, get out of the house. That's all you got to do is get out of the house, or burn the house down, and somebody will come to help you light a match, put the house on fire. You may even get what's in the house. But anyway, that and anything Rob Zombie did with his reject killers and all, I can't do that. I just can't. Those movies are so far out there for me that I just can't. Her, on the other hand, she will have a Rob Zombie marathon, and that's the day that I'm out in the living room most of the day. I just can't do it. All right, Dakar, you got something up?
Well, it is Halloween, so let's talk Halloween for the Halloween movies.
All right. Give us your favorite Halloween movie as we wrap up the show. And what are you going to do this Halloween? Do you watch your favorite monster marathon? Do you pass out the candy? Do you go with the grandkids and get candy with them this year? That sort of thing. All right. So what's your favorite Halloween movie? And what are you going to do on Halloween? I'm going to start with Lady Gray.
I mean, I still got to stick with Hocus Pocus. It's one of my favorites. I'll watch it over and over again. As far as what we'll do, we have we're in like a cul-de-sac, and we have a fire pit that we'll put at the end of the driveway, and we dress up and have buckets of candy and toys and stuff like that. So we usually get about 25 to 30 kids, but the kids that do trickle by our house do very well. So it's a good time, and there are 2 or 3 other people on the block that have gotten to where they do the same thing. And so you may not actually get a lot of houses in the neighborhood, but you make out really well the ones you do hit. So
okay, nice. Miss Abigail.
Sorry, it did something. No, my favorite Halloween movie, Nightmare Before Christmas, just because, it is. And then, but my daughter was watching Haunted Mansion today, and I really like that movie too. So I'm kind of, I don't know, I like Halloween movies. But this year we're setting up the big tent in the front yard, passing out candy. Lair's making chili and corn dogs and nacho cheese, and just anyone who wants to stop by, feel free. There'll be desserts and stuff too that I haven't decided what I'm making yet, but I've been told that I'm making a couple of different things, so I don't know yet. But it'll be just everyone, everyone's invited. If you want to just stop by and grab something, you can do that too. So
Nice. Miss Patricia.
Then I will probably watch Practical Magic, Labyrinth, maybe Mists of Avalon, and unfortunately, I'm the only one of my family here, so I will be staying home.
All right, Miss Maria, what do you got for me?
I get to watch all the old movies from Bela Lugosi and Lon Chaney, The Werewolf, The Mummy, Dracula, Frankenstein. I get to watch all those old ones. And then Halloween, my husband, he drives me around and we take the grandchildren and we make sure they don't get hurt and we take them trick-or-treating.
Nice. For the last couple of years, I wasn't able to go with my grandchildren. I think I'm going to go this year. But I am like you, Miss Maria. I love my AMC monster classics. I watched Dracula,
Yes.
Frankenstein, Wolfman. And, of course, this year I am going to add The Mummy. Walmart normally sells like this 4-pack, maybe a 5-pack, where you got Dracula, Frankenstein, Wolfman, The Mummy, and The Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Oh, yeah.
Those are my favorites growing up because 7-Eleven around Halloween would play them in 3D. So you got your Slurpee and you got those crappy 3D glasses, and you waited, and there's like 1 or 2 scenes where you kind of saw an arm kind of come out of the TV or whatever. But that was something that I did with me and my father. We would do, especially after I couldn't go trick-or-treating anymore. And so that's the tradition that I carry on. And with that being said, ladies, we've hit the 33-minute mark. I thoroughly enjoyed this show because we got you all contained here. We know what we're kind of doing. Although we were 2 ladies down, I had my co-pilot here. Unfortunately, you couldn't hear him, and I don't know what that was about. So we're gonna have to tweak some more. But I thoroughly enjoyed the show, having you guys here, getting into your thoughts on fandom because it is male dominated, and I just find it refreshing to hear your thoughts. The eye candy episode is still my favorite episode because it just had me God, days after we did that episode, I was still cracking up about some of the stuff I heard. But I enjoyed Miss Liz. Hub. Good Lord. That woman kills me. But again, you guys come up with what you want to do. Remember, November 19th, we're going to stop doing all video production. We won't be back until January. Give you guys enough chance to be with your family and your friends, do your Thanksgiving and do your Christmas without, having to rush and worry about doing a show. And then we'll pick it back up in January, doing you guys a show. If there's anything that you guys want to change, of course, we can do that because, again, this is your show. I appreciate all the time that you guys do take to come here to do this show. So I want to thank you all for that. And Ms. Maria, I'm finally glad that we got you in here in a way that you can actually be here and be seen. And it's nice. Lady Gray, thank you for all the input that you have. My my Lego mechanic, my Falcon mechanic, did you see that they have a Razor Crest, my dear? Yeah, it'll take me some months to save up for it, but yeah, me and you need to talk about that. Mr. Fisher, you, as always, my Klingon compadre, my ambassador for the station. I want to thank you, and of course, we all have our little compartments, mainly Star Trek on one side, and Star Wars and Harry Potter, and like I said, Tim Burton's works on the other. Ladies, thank you very much. We are going to, in 2 weeks, do you guys want to do another show?
I have an idea.
Oh, well, go ahead, throw it out there.
How about, because it's our last show before, it's going to be one of our last shows before Christmas. How about, what nerdy, geeky, cool Christmas toys did you get when you were a kid, or that you didn't get that you wish Santa had put in your stocking?
Oh,
Love that.
that is pretty epic. Okay, all right, we can put that together. All right then, ladies. 2 weeks from today, what did you get, or what did you want to get that you didn't get from Santa Claus? And hopefully that it'll be in the realm of geekdom and not adulthood. Okay, I'm going to explain that to Miss Liz before we go any further with that. All right, ladies, I want to thank you. And again, next week, in 2 weeks, same time, 8:00. You are the matriarchs of fandom.